Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
Yes, what does he want exactly? If you want to buy something, then say so quickly, because I've got little time to spare for the likes of you. Fine, but don't touch anything unless you're planning on buying it. Touch, 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 touch. James, you want to touch anything?
Let's see here. Oh, let's touch that.
Touch.
And that.
Touch.
Ooh, let's touch that potion of genius.
Brilliant!
Because
touch, 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 touch.
gem bag.
The Trennan's Baylor Ale, brewed with pimentos for that extra little kick.
Hey, anybody want a little head? See, you got a little halfling. You got a little gnome head.
You'll find no better prices in Arm. I guarantee it.
Barrett Durr.
Head. I got gnome head.
Barrett Durr. Barrett Durr.
Barant? Yeah.
So, I think we're just gonna call him Birder.
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 Chase and Birder.
I just know that one of these days, one of these ogres is gonna come down and massacre me, just like those other villagers. I never thought of something like this when I became a merchant. I suppose so, but there isn't much. Caravans won't come here unless they're stocked with guards, and that doesn't make it very profitable now, does it?
Nope.
You got nothing to sell?
Have a look at my wares. I trust you.
Hello there.
And satisfied.
What can I do for you this fine day? Have you need of a trinket or two, or do you need directions? Now, remember when I said the guy... Remember that weird riddle that we got at the Tanner's house?
Yeah.
It points to this guy.
Ah.
But we're not going to worry about that, because that just gets us a piece of armor made out of human skin, which is kind of creepy.
Yeah, and like the severed dead guy's hand from Spellhold. Ugh.
And besides, we would have had to kill Adelon to get this item, because we needed silver dragon blood.
Yeah, let's not do that. I mean, you know, that was already bad enough.
But we're totally gonna get we're totally gonna get the Tanner guy back later on in another quest. So what do you think? You want to go to the mayor's house first, or do you want to go to the inn?
Let's go ahead.
All right. Hello, fat asses.
Very well.
It's you. You've been eating all the villagers, haven't you?
Hello. I don't recognize you. You must be new to Innisfail. Is there something I can help you with?
We came here because of the little boy, Dylan. He said there was evil here in need of a butt-kicking. A good for us that we have our boots on, yes, sir. You did? Then the boy did get to the city after all. Yep, and then he stayed there. For 2 months.
To recover.
I am pleased to hear it. You've come to our aid, then, yes? That depends on the reward you're offering. We wait 2 months and then demand a reward. Well, my village is in dire need. I'll tell you what. If you end the murders, I will give you the armor that belonged to our first ranger protector. Interesting. That was my ancestor, and I've kept it. I'm told it's wrapped up with strong protective magic. I'd be happy to offer it and some gold to save my village. Tell me the details of what's been going on here, then.
We've had a run of killings and disappearances here as of late.
People murdered in the biz, their bodies disappearing, bodies found with the skins inside out. Ugh.
Oh, that's creepy.
Very. Normally we would turn to our local ranger protector to aid us in a time like this, but our ranger, Morella, has vanished. Oh, because, yeah. One day she's standing there and the next day she just whoop. Sure. Several men went to her cabin southwest of the village and they found no sign of her. It is not like her to be absent for so long. I fear the worst. Soon after, shepherds and farmers from the outlying holds began disappearing. People hear strange noises at night. We have no ranger to turn to. What kind of strange noises? Yeah, they hear like waka laka. Gotta admit, that's a pretty strange noise. Everyone's frightened, but they're scared to leave as well. Else they get caught out in the wilderness by whatever's been doing the killing. And of course, everyone has ideas on what's behind all of this. It's the ogres, my husband, you know it is. And my wife, Ina. And yes, many people think that the group of ogres who moved into the area just before the killings began. Likely is, too. They're in the hills, too close to the village, I say. Yes, you can find them in the hills a bit north of here. Of course, others think it's a pack of very large wolves that have been raised in the hills for some years. Would wolves turn people's bodies inside out, though? I mean, is that a thing? And still others claim Umar herself, the great witch of the hills, has returned. Legend has it that she was responsible for deaths much like these ones. Fah! That is just old legends. Umar has been gone for over 500 years, my husband. Okay. You hiding something? You're eating the villagers, I just know it. Yes, true. I suppose I should warn you. I've hired a famous knight, Maisie Fenton, and her troop, but they haven't been back. Fenton. Resisting the urge to make Danny Phantom joke. Damn it! Wolves, ogres, witches, oh my! It's too much for men's poor head to comprehend. Which of these are evil? The edge of my sword shall find the truth. To be honest, I think you should go check on the ogres and their fellows before chasing after legends and such. So, will you help us? I'll make the attempt, yes. Oh, most excellent. Please, my lord, go to Marilla's cabin and find where she has gone. My men are too frightened to go that far from the village. Her cabin is in the west of the village in the valley. It should not be hard to find. There are other older cabins in the hills, abandoned for many years. Or go north from here to the river and find that Madoff and his beasts. I have little doubt that they are responsible for all this, but we must be sure. I am relieved you have decided to help us. You have the run of the village, my lord. If you need anything else, do not hesitate to come to me. Oh, most glorious day. One step closer we become to being true heroes. Yes, indeedy. Even Little Boo's fur stands on end from this anticipation. Sure.
You have a problem?
Giving Zarm the run of the village is not a good idea. Run of the village, not a good idea for Zarm. What do you think? Check out the end now? James?
I am Dorniel Khan. I do as I will. You do not give me orders.
Narrator 2 gives you orders. There are a lot of fat asses in this town. Vincenzo the Innkeep.
Never had rats.
Hello to you and a good day. I am Vincenzo, and I offer you all the services of me humble little inn. There are a lot of things to said about your inn, Vince, but humble ain't the one I would be picking, eh? Hush, boy. And keep calling me Vince, and I'll have you strapped over your log. The name's Vincenzo. That's a lot of rot. You hears that name from a Symbian trader, and suddenly you're putting on airs. Pfft. Never mind the boy. He's an arrogant lout, and I took in out of me pity. A simpleton who doesn't know his place. Is there aught I can do for you, my good lord? I'd like to see your services. Of course, of course. I've not many rooms, mind you, and all the frightened folk who fled to the village have near filed me up. Only a room or two left. Just don't mind the rodents while you're sleeping. Silence, boy. There are no falsome rodents here other than you. Now, my lord. Huh.
Never had rats.
I'd like to hear your story about Umar. Egad, someone actually wants to hear his cockamamie tripe. Silence, boy. The customer wants a story right and true, and I aim to give him one. Like I said, my family has been around these parts a long time. We're here when the witch herself plagued these lands over 700 years ago. Umar was a wicked one. No one ever saw her except when she came down from the hills to steal some unfortunate soul. Oh, unfortunate souls! Shepherds, babes, anyone who weren't careful. She'd torture them. She could hear their cries during the night. People tried to find her, but only the victims' bodies would turn up, mutilated and dead. Well, bodies are usually dead. That's why they're called bodies. You know. Don't know why they didn't just kill her. Because they couldn't find her, you stupid boy. Were you not listening? And besides, she were a powerful witch with plenty of magic for any fight. Strange thing is, me lord, Umar just vanished one day. Maybe she were killed, maybe not. But every century or so, it's said she comes back to the hills. Heh. That's where it gets right funny, your story. I'm warning you, boy. You'll be out of your arse faster than you can blink if he keeps this up. Ahem. As I said, every century or so she comes again. People disappear, tortured in the hills. And only sometimes are the bodies found. Once Umar sated herself on blood, she returns to whence she came. This is just like him other times. People forget so easily. 'Tis the witch, I tells you. Has nobody tried to find this witch in recent years? Well, there was a group of mages some years back who came. Young ones, apprentices, I gathered. 2 fellows and a young lass, sure enough. They were sent by the master to look into the Umar witch. Or so they said. Nice enough group, but 'twere obvious they expected nothing. I remember 'em. Aye, they were right, for mages. Lots nicer than that Jeremiah feller. Now you should go and soak his head. Aye, true enough. Them 3 went into the hills, and they was near found again. Except for the lass's journals, I found those myself out in the woods. More victims who were herself, sure as daylight. You can read it in the lass's journal, sure enough. You say sure enough a lot. Do you think I might be able to take a look at this journal? Aye, you can. I had a couple or two done up by a scribe friend of mine some months back. You can have one if you likes. A copy or two? More like you have a whole storeroom full of copies of the journal, you bleeding banana. Well, so what if I have? Just a good story, more or less. Make me bloody rich one day. And then where you be, you little rugrat? More'n like you wrote the journal yourself, I'd wager. I did not such thing. Here you go, me lord. Use as you will, but beware the witch she goes into the hills. She's not sated yet, not by a long shot.
Not mercenaries, are ye? I hate those money-grubbing scum.
Do we actually have a book?
My rooms are the best kept on the Sword Coast.
Okay, we have the journal now.
You are going somewhere you do not want to be.
We'll check that out in the next episode because I have a feeling it's going to take a while. And so I'll see you guys next week. Follow us at Random DJ Sweats and subscribe to become part of the Kingdom of the Day. Bye.